Hi everyone, welcome to week 7 of science. So make sure we are on science and we go to class pages and we click on week 7, May 3rd to May 8th. So for science, you guys only have one assignment. It's very simple, so I suggest if you finish it today, then you will not have to worry about science for the rest of the week. So when you click on this, you're gonna see a link below, and so we're still going to be talking about seeds. So this is our assignment for the week. So the instructions above tell us we learned about seeds and how it's important for when seeds to grow, they need water, right? And that's what helps them to start their growing phase. So now the question is, what happens when seeds soak up water? That's what we want to know. That is our key question. That is our focus question for this week. What happens when seeds soak up water? So you know how us humans, we drink water and it cleans our insides and it makes us feel nice and fresh and hydrated? Let's see what happens when seeds drink water. Another way of saying soak. So before you guys begin the assignment, you guys have to watch this video here, soaking seeds video. And then once you finish watching this video, you have to watch this one, controlled experiments video. And then here we have this diagram here, a picture about seeds. So this part right here of a seed, this dark green part, is the embryo. And then this part right here that you can see, this very thin line, is the seed coat that covers the outside of both cotyledons. That's what the word was called, cotyledon. And cotyledon is this whole just green part that's on top. And this part here, this one right here, is our embryo, the young plant. It's like a baby plant. And this is what helps grows in the roots. And then this part right here is what becomes the leaf in the plant. So this is what the seed looks like at first. And it's just showing you the tiny version of what it looked like. So this part right here is what's going to end up being under the ground. Oops, sorry. And then this part right here is going to be the leaf. And this embryo here is the baby seed. It's what helps everything grow all together. And then this part out here is what protects the seed, because the seed needs to be protected. So if we were to read this 3-paragraph little box, it's going to be connected with these 4 questions on the bottom, boys and girls. So you will have to keep in mind that when we read these 3 paragraphs, it's going to be connected with these 4 questions. So let's read these 4 questions first before we even read it. So here it's saying to complete the empty blue squares. So this one, and this one, and then just this box right here. And then you have to identify the structures and the function. So if you're having a hard time, no worries. So the structure is basically what is the vocab word, right? Because here there's a vocab word cotyledon, and then here it says seed coat. And then the function is what does it do? So let's ignore this part right here and let's look at cotyledon. If we look at the word cotyledon, we have to figure out what does it do. In order to find out what does a cotyledon do, you guys have to watch the videos and of course read this part. Okay? And then here it says the seed coat. What is the structure of the seed coat? And then we have to look back to the paragraphs or the videos. And here it's giving you the function. The baby plant will eventually grow into the roots and leaves. So what is the vocab word that belongs in this box that matches with this function? That's what we have to find out. And then the last part is what happens when seeds are soaked in water. When seeds are soaked in water, blank, blank, blank. That's what you guys have to answer. And by the end of this assignment, you guys should have already figured out what happens when seeds are soaked in water. So if we read, the 2 words that we have to really focus on are cotyledon and seed coat. And we also have to figure out what is the vocab word that connects with this function. So a baby plant that will eventually grow into the roots and leaves. And if we don't find our answer in here, then it has to be in the videos above here. Okay, so let's read the first paragraph together. Okay, seeds are the reproductive structures of most plants. Every seed contains a baby plant called an embryo. The embryo in the seed is in a dormant or resting stage. So that's just another way to explain dormant, resting stage, when nothing is happening. Everything is just on pause. I guess you can think of it that way. You can see the embryo if you are careful. Soak a large seed in water overnight. Then carefully open the two halves of the seed. The embryo will be stuck to one side of the seed. So looking at this one, when they open the seed up, this is what the seed looks like open. This is what they're talking about. This is the embryo. A seed is a living organism. To be more exact, a seed contains a living organism. The tiny structure inside a seed is the embryo, which is that. An embryo is a living baby plant. The embryo is in a dormant or an active stage. The embryo is waiting for the right conditions to start growing. So think of it as just like a little baby seed. The baby seed is ready to grow. So just like you guys are, when you guys were babies, you need nutrients like food and water to grow. So this seed here is waiting for its nutrients, water, sun, food, soil, all of that to grow. Okay? But there is more to a seed. The largest part of the seed is a food storage. The storage structures are called cotyledons. Some seeds, such as beans, peas, and sunflowers, have 2 cotyledons. Seeds of grasses, such as corn, rice, and wheat, have 1 cotyledon. So, boys and girls, you have cotyledon right here, and cotyledon is actually in this paragraph. So maybe you guys can find something here. Seed coat, if you guys found it in one of these parts or here, or even here, seed coat is here, I suggest you fill it in. And this part, you guys can definitely find it in the 2 paragraphs, because I saw the hint of the words baby plant, roots, and leaves. And then here it says, when seeds are soaked in water, what happens? What happens when seeds are soaked in water? And maybe you guys need more information than just these 3 paragraphs, which I think you will need more information. So that's why it's important to watch these 2 videos in the beginning. Okay? And that's pretty much it for science. If you guys want to refer back to the PowerPoints, you guys can absolutely do that. But it was in the previous week, in week 6. But I think you guys should be fine with this paragraph, these 3 paragraphs, and the 2 videos, because I think they're very, very helpful. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your week and stay safe.